And the state may call this next witness or put on an item of evidence.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would play the previously recorded testimony of witness Kayla Lynn.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the testimony of a witness was previously taken by the attorneys in my presence in this courtroom on a previous date and preserved for purposes of this trial. We call this perpetuated testimony. This perpetuated testimony is about to be presented to you, and you should consider it just as you would live testimony, and you may proceed.
Your Honor, and during the played testimony, prior to playing it, the state would just move into evidence. State's exhibits 33, 34, and 35. They're the swabs from the passenger side of the Dodge truck, as well as state's exhibits 36 through 39, which are the photographs of where those swabs are taken, which will be detailed inside of the video.
Any objection?
No objection.
Those items will come into evidence at this time.
The state would call Kayla Lynn.
If you raise your right hand and face the clerk.
Do you swear or affirm that the evidence that you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And over this way, just watch your step.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you could, please state your full name, spell your last name for the record.
My name is Kayla Lynn. Last name is L-I-N-B.
How are you employed?
I work for the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office
How long have you worked with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office?
for 12 years.
And if you could, what is your job title and employment duties with the Sheriff's Office?
I am currently the crime scene supervisor.
And what do your job duties entail as a crime scene supervisor?
I oversee the work of other investigators and our crime scene assistants to ensure that we're processing various crime scenes with the most proficient and professionalism that we can.
All right. And do you have any training and experience that allows you to be able to perform those duties?
I do.
And what is that?
I have 686 hours of crime scene training in the classroom. I have a bachelor's degree in criminalistics, and I also have 160 hours of fingerprint training as well.
Now, as far as this particular case that brings us here today, were you working for the Sheriff's Office back in August of 2018?
Yes, I was.
And what were your job duties at that time?
I was a crime scene investigator at that time, working general crime scene investigations.
And on August 25th, 2018, did you provide assistance to another crime scene investigator?
Yes, I did.
And who was that?
I assisted CSI Vasquez on scene.
And did you also provide assistance to another crime scene investigator that also worked on this case?
I assisted my supervisor at the time, which was Donna Carmichael.
All right. And the assistance that you provided to Donna Carmichael, what did that entail?
I assisted her with processing a silver Dodge truck for DNA.
And where was the Dodge vehicle processed?
It was located in the Sheriff's Office parking lot.
And when you say that you processed that vehicle, what exactly is it that you did?
I saw various areas on the passenger side where areas of possible DNA.
All right. And if you could, can you explain the process that you go through and how you swab for DNA?
So we use a sterile swab. So it's kind of like the Q-tips that you use to clean your ears or remove makeup from your eyes. It's in a sterile packaging. The package is opened while wearing gloves. I then use a sterile drop of water and put one drop onto the sterile tip. And then I swab the area of interest for several seconds. And then I place that swab back into the packaging, which then goes inside an envelope and is submitted to evidence.
And where was the truck located at within the Sheriff's Office?
It was located in the parking lot.
So what I would like to do is I'd like to show you what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibits 36, 37, 38, and
look at these photographs and tell me if you recognize them?
Yes, I do.
How is it that you recognize those photographs?
These are photographs of the vehicle that I assisted with processing.
Is this the vehicle as it looked on that day, August 25th, 2018?
Yes, it is.
At this time, the state would move into evidence which would mark for identification, states exhibits 35 through 39.
No objection.
Those items will come into evidence at this time. Now, you described this vehicle. The vehicle that you described, did you then go inside and swab different parts of the vehicle?
Yes, I did.
All right. And once you have collected the swab, what's the next process in the investigation?
They're sealed and submitted to the evidence unit until they're decided whether they're going to go to the lab for testing or not.
Okay, how does that process work as far as you swab the vehicle? What do you do with the swab? How do you put it into evidence?
So it's sealed with evidence tape. An evidence voucher is created and submitted as the paper trail for the said evidence. And then our evidence unit takes the item in and stores it until it's ready for trial.
What I'd like to show you now has been marked for identification that states exhibits 33, 34, and 35. Do you recognize those exhibits?
Yes, I do.
How is it that you recognize those exhibits?
My handwriting is on the envelope, and I also have signed the evidence tape indicating that I sealed the swabs.
Are these the swabs that you took back with CSI Carmichael back on August 25th of 2018 of the Dodge truck?
Yes, they are.
This time the state would move into evidence with marked for identification, states exhibits 35, 34, and 33.
No objection.
Those items will come into evidence at this time that I'm here. So what we have now on the screen is going to be State's Exhibit 36. And if you could, and you don't have to stand up just yet, what is State's Exhibit 36?
This was just a general photograph just showing what the vehicle was that we were processing.
Okay, so this is the Dodge truck that you processed on the 25th?
Yes, it is.
And where at the sheriff's office is this located?
It's located on our west side parking lot of the sheriff's office.
All right, so does the sheriff's office have primarily two main parking lots?
We do, and this is in the security area.
And if we could now go to the next State's Exhibit, which would be State's Exhibit 38. What are we looking at in this particular photograph?
It's a photograph of the front passenger area.
And is there any area in this photograph that you swabbed, in which you then collected it to send to the lab and tested?
Yes, I have.
Okay, where in this photograph did you swab this truck?
May I approach so I can point to it?
Yes, and if you would bring the corresponding exhibit with you.
Yeah, so for this picture, it was going to be this pull-up bar right here. And that's going to be Exhibit 34.
So State's Exhibit 34, you swabbed the pull-up bar?
The pull-up bar right here, yes.
And what is the process that you do to get the swab?
So again, we'll take the sterile Q-tip, as we call them, the cotton applicators. It takes 1 drop of sterile water. I use this clean set of gloves, and then I would do all sides of the handle and then place the swab back inside the packaging, which then gets placed inside an evidence envelope and then sealed and submitted to evidence.
And now I'd like to switch to State's Exhibit 37 for the record. What are we looking at in State's Exhibit 37?
This is a picture of the front passenger door.
And do you see a portion in this picture that you swabbed for DNA?
Yes, so this would represent me swabbing the door handle.
And what you pointed to on the screen, is that the black door handle?
Yes, it's the black door handle.
Okay, what state's exhibit did you swab the black door handle with?
That's gonna be exhibit 35.
So state's exhibit 35 is the swab for the passenger front door handle.
Yes.
And for the record now, I will switch to state's exhibit 39. What portion of the vehicle is looking at state's exhibit 39?
This is a photograph of the rear passenger area.
And do you see the area in this photograph that you also swabbed for DNA in this particular case?
Yes, for this I swabbed the pull-up bar and the rear passenger area.
And what is the state's exhibit?
Oh, sorry, rear passenger door. Sorry, my bad. It's this one. Sorry, it's
All
this right here to pull the door. Sorry, I apologize.
So as far as the state's exhibit, what number are you holding?
33.
So state's exhibit 33 would be a swab of where in this photograph?
This area right here, so the door pulls, so what you would use to pull the door shut.
So after you pulled the swabs in this case, you placed them all into evidence,
Yes, I did.
and then subsequently are they then sent to the laboratory for analysis?
These 3 swabs are yes.
And outside of this, after you did this, did you have any additional involvement in this case?
I took a photograph of an item that was requested back in January of 2019. It was a carjack, but that was the only other involvement I had after this.
I don't have any other questions at this time, Jay. Cross-examination?
Thank you very much. Just very briefly. Do you still need me up here at all?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm right, like right here.
You know, you can sit down. Thank you. Ma'am, you're aware that my client voluntarily brought his truck there to the sheriff's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and he voluntarily gave consent to search that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
Any further questions from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may step down from the witness